Welcome to part two of the new Tour Edge Exotic 725 series here on That Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the new Exotics 725 irons. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, my name is Bill Bush from DriveRangeHeroes.com at Range Heroes on all of your favorite social media platforms. This is At Range Life, a channel sometimes about golf. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. And of course, if you've been here before, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you as always. Do me a favor before we get going here. Go down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video here on the channel. And while you're down there, maybe give us a thumbs up. It always helps with the algorithm and all those things, so we greatly appreciate it. All right, today we're talking about the new irons in the Tour Edge Exotic 725 series. There's three this year, right? So they've been doing the C series, E series, competitive spec, extreme forgiveness. They've added a third iron to the mix this year, so we're going to talk about all three of them. First, let's dive into the competitive spec, the C725 iron. This is a player's distance iron, 10% smaller club head, shorter blade length, so heel to toe. It's going to be a shorter length, a thinner top line. That player profile, right? The better players, what they want to see, looking down at the ball. Hollow body design, and still going to have pretty significant forgiveness. My experience with the C irons in the past tells me you are still going to have plenty of forgiveness, and they're still going to be easy to hit with a high MOI. Again, hollow body injected design, and they have a multi-material dampening back with a carbon badge. But the focus of these is more feel playmaking. So while they're supposed to be plenty long and pretty forgiving, they still want to Tour Edge still wants to give the player the ability to shape their shots, flight them, have a lot of control. So that's for the more discerning player. But again, plenty of forgiveness, hollow body, and a military grade miraging steel face. Maybe I should have done my research and gotten it right, but miraging is a form of joining metals together. So kind of like welding, but it's not welding. It's technical. I'm not a metallurgist, so I apologize. But that's the technology they use. Then they have, let me grab it, I have the wrong iron. I have the E725 iron here. So this is, still sticking with their game improvement option of the two. Very forgiving. A low and deep center of gravity. It's 10% lower than previous models. And you go, why do I care if it's 10% lower in an iron? Well, the idea being a lower center of gravity makes makes it much easier to get the ball up in the air for higher carrying launch conditions. It helps elevate the MOI, the moment of inertia, so the club doesn't want to twist around the ball at impact. Right? We explained it in the Exotic 725 wood or driver video. I'll pop a card in here. MOI is basically when the club comes through and hits the ball, it doesn't want to do this the higher the MOI is. It just wants to stay straight through the ball. So that lower center of gravity here is going to help with that higher MOI and make it easier to hit a straight shot. So it's a little bit of a larger footprint. It is a game improvement iron. You have a multi-material carbon and TPU badge with this hollow body design. It's a 360-degree undercut design. So where we talked about that miraging steel, I think in the C725, the E725, it's a little bit different. And that 360 undercut means it's going all the way around and gives it a little more face flex. So you have more jump at impact, a little more of that springy effect. And it has this sole rail in the bottom. So this is also helping bring that center of gravity lower with a little more mass in the sole, but it's also giving you a better turf interaction. So it's a little cleaner and crisper through impact, and you should have, in theory, less friction, less turf interaction. So you'll have faster club speeds. Faster club speeds equals more distance. Forgot to mention this in the C725 point I was making, but C725, E725, and the new X725 all have the same concept of a 3D diamond face technology, like the drivers, like the woods do. That topographical mountainous looking diamond design behind the face of the club to help with the varying thicknesses and thinness, right? But getting the right thickness where it needs to be strategically for the best speed, the best performance. You will have that in all three irons. So that's the E725. This is your regular standard game improvement option of the two. Historically, these have been super easy to hit, really good. I think these are some of the better looking series irons they've made. I believe too these have vibrocore technology in them. Vibrocore is going to dampen that sound a little bit, give it a nicer feel. Whereas a lot of these hollow body irons without that, I remember when they started working with this concept in the golf industry, they would almost get like little Fairwood feeling sounding. It was really bizarre, kind of metallic, and so that vibrocore is going to help dampen that sound and make it a little more in line with what you expect with an iron. All right. Also, E725 being game improvement does have some offset, which will help take the right miss out, definitely with the slice, but it helps square that face up and promote a little bit of a draw. So offset in these, not while I said it's larger, it's not super thick. It's not thin. You're not gonna confuse this for a forged blade iron, but it's really good looking. It's a pretty good looking game improvement iron. I think people will be very pleased with these, and I look forward to testing it out. Now, this is the one I'm excited for: the X725. This is the first time Tour Edge has offered an extreme or super game improvement iron and their exotics series of clubs, right? The exotics family being the more premium stuff. They've offered super forgiving, extreme forgiveness stuff in the hot launch things, and it's been great. But now, golf has gotten so big, and there's players really of all skill levels who want really good, high quality, best of the best gear. So they're making a super game improvement iron in this X725 in the exotics line. So the difference here is it's a little bit thicker. You have thicker soles, a little thicker top line. Definitely, I'm not going to call it extreme offset. It's not fair, but they call it a heavy offset. So look, this club does not want to go right. It's going to want to close and square up and what have you quicker at impact. So I assume it'll be a notably draw bias for me, but it's very similar to ironwood technology that people have known from Tour Edge in the past. Shallow face, definitely on the thicker side, like almost like hybrid range, but still pretty sleek looking for that quality or caliber of iron, I should say. Diamond face, 3D diamond face again, multi-material carbon and TPU badge, similar to the E725. Sole rail is like the E725 as well, so for that cleaner, crisper, minimal turf interaction. So you have faster club speeds and super low center of gravity to get the ball up in the air, easy, a little more spin to hold it there and carry. Uh, Vibrocore technology to help with the sound and feel. We'll see what it sounds like. I mean, it's bigger. It's going to have a different tone to it. So Vibrocore should help that a lot. Let's talk prices. X725 starts at $800. The E725 starts at $800 as well. And then the C725, the competitive spec player's distance iron, starts at $900. Okay. So that's the three irons. We have the X725 and E725. We will get the C725 at some point soon, but we'll get these out. We'll test them. We'll get a video here, let you know what we think about them. Definitely have a review up at driverangeheroes.com. So go over there, check that out. Follow me at Range Heroes so you won't miss it. And like I said before, please go down below, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we post a video. We appreciate it. And There you go. Tour Edge Exotic 725 irons for 2025. Can't wait to hit them and let you guys know. See you next time.